Hello. We are going to be live streaming today. We will see how this goes. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. Kind of off to not the best start with figuring out all this stuff. Here is my. Oh, man. Nothing seems to be working right now. Okay. Well, we're just going to wing it. Feel free to hop on. Love to chat with y'all. But I figure I just sit here silently animating all the time and figured to give this a go. We'll see if anyone decides to join. Alrighty. Getting all set up. So this is for the Christmas special. This is going to be a very heavily Jingle Balls focused episode. And I don't know how many spoilers we're gonna go with. I mean, if you really want to know, you're welcome to ask. We will find out. Hope everyone's having a lovely, lovely December season. Well, let's begin. This is Mr. Jingle Balls. He is Horn's third cousin on his mom's side. Yeah, he's a Christmas elf from the North Pole. And our episode revolves around him. He is going in for a rescue mission to save the gang from Herobot's DIC. His dick. What I have scripted is essentially, if you've ever seen the old school Batman films from the 90s, we're going to be doing a suit up montage. Mr. Jingle Balls is going to be getting into his uniform for a tactical mission. So what I was gonna do first was a glove. You know, he's gonna put his gloves on, utility belt. Then we're gonna go with a bandana, some eye makeup. So I'm gonna try and do these pretty quickly. But since Mr. Jingle Balls is pretty not low resolution, but I think we're going to separate some of these things, like his hand. So I think I'm actually just going to create a new drawing that has nothing to do with the rig that I currently have on Jingle Balls. We're just going to make Jingle Hand 1. Alrighty. So we're going to actually take out Mr. Jingle Balls. Feel free to ask any questions y'all would like. This is going to be pretty relaxed stream. Surprised I even figured out how to do it. Let's see, we're going to go with the smoothing. So we're going to... So this is just going to be Jingle Ball's arm. Let's see. He's got these. Yeah, if this gets boring for y'all, we can get some, dancing Teletubbies or something. Okay. So we got his arm. I'm going to rig his hand separately. I mean, so that should have been arm or hand, whatever. Jingle hand two. Make sure I'm on the right display mode. It's actually going to... What have we got here? Let's see. So we're going to have two hands. This is not going to be the easiest thing to do, but whatever. Boost that up to 40. So I don't know if you've noticed in our animation, but we do three fingers, much like Simpsons. It saves a lot of time in the animation process, and nobody seems to care whether human beings have three fingers or four. I mean, five. You know what I mean. Thumbs are not fingers. I guess they are, but. So. This is vector-based animation. It's not traditional, so it means you can draw a line and actually manipulate the lines once they're drawn, unlike if you were to be drawing something. I mean, you can do vector stuff some in Photoshop and Illustrator, but it's not like painting on a canvas. It's you can manipulate these lines. It makes things easy. I'm gonna add a little thumb in here. Okay, so we're gonna actually get a little bit of real animation on this hand. So glove on. I'm gonna do kind of like a finger spread. Let's see. Sometimes I'm just dyslexic when it comes to things, so I have to like use like my own hand to like see it out. Hands are never easy, but they're just so alien. Okay. Let's think for a second. So we're gonna have finger spread. We can do this multiple ways. I think I'm going to do it traditional style animation, which is just frame by frame. We're going to create a new frame on that. So usually I procrastinate on animation. Meaning I will not start animating an episode until roughly a week before the deadline. Usually that screws me over, but I've never missed a deadline. It just causes a lot of stress. So this one I'm actually starting earlier than usual. And this one's got a lot more technical elements. It's very much going to be action heavy. We're doing a skydive from Santa's sleigh with jingle balls. It's got to catch her robot stick unaware. Well, and I don't go for Disney style animation, which is just the most elegant thing you've ever seen. I'm very much above a South Park, hopefully, and somewhere in the Rick and Morty, um, Simpsons, probably a little below that, based on I'm a single animator, and those shows tend to have many, many animators. Okay, that'll, just for the glove purposes, that'll be fine. So extend that out to, let's do 20. Oh. Yes, I'm not gonna get too fancy with this. That's I can clean it up a little bit later. I'm gonna do another jingle arm. Okay. It's gonna be coming in. Well, I could put on some music rather than listening to my ramblings. Wonder if there's a soft background. I guess I have to be careful on the live stream. I can't play other people's music. I can only. I mean, you can. You don't know what will take you down. So I guess I can play our music. That's safe. Screw it. My boring voice will be enough. Okay. So this one, I don't think I'm going to do two separate. We're just going to go. Actually. Yeah, that's fine. That's going to be just fine. Again, feel free to chat any questions or gossip. The other thing I was going to try and do was set up our. We just got a Discord channel that we've really never touched. I just created it yesterday. So if y'all would like to go to Lula Grange Community, you guys can literally hop on. To chat in the lounge. So feel free, however you'd like to engage. Alrighty. So this is going to be very frame by frame. So I'm sorry we're starting off with the most boring thing imaginable. It gets more exciting once you get some of these elements figured out. For those of you who are here, thanks for joining. So we're just going to have... So once you color it in, you won't see these lines here. And this is going to be... I'm going to make this shot quick, so it's not like... I don't have to go too much detail here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to animate this onto the other hand. So we're going to do kind of like a stop motion style. Well, not stop motion, but frame by frame. Sorry, trying to be engaging and focused in one is not the easiest. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting these onto a separate layer. So the base drawing is underneath the top one. So the L is on top. Oh, whoops. And the C is beneath. So now I can make another drawing on top of the drawing that I just had on the L. So we're going to do that. Yeah, what am I doing? So we're going to get that glove. Sometimes you just don't have to go crazy with things. I'm just going to make it like that, too. I like that. Actually shape it a little better. See if it's the gloves almost on. In fact, and that's good. We're gonna go with. I'm gonna duplicate this frame. So I'm gonna duplicate this one. We're gonna duplicate this one. Ah, shit. I forgot. Okay. You have to remember to do certain things, like duplicating your frames. Here's your frame log. Basically, what you have here is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm basically doing, he's relaxing his hand back with the glove on. But what I'm going to do is duplicate the one. Get rid of that guy. So, and that should do it. So, what we're going to do, let's actually start coloring this. Of course, it's got to be a black glove. Because when you are going in Mission Impossible style, what other kind of glove would you have? We can go grab his skin. And yes, unfortunately. So we have the glove suiting. Let's do his arm. How does it go? How does he go? He goes green on the bottom, red above. Okay, and second arm. We're going to do the same thing. Get that. I really should label my colors better. Some best practices of animation you will not see coming from me. Sometimes I shoot myself in the foot by not labeling my colors better. Okay. So label your colors if you're going to be doing this. It saves a lot of time. There we go. There we go. Let's get that glove. Actually, going to label it glove this time. Okay, R1. Put that glove on the bottom layer, I believe. And yes, I do. Okay, so we're going to actually extend these exposures a bit. With that last one. Actually, do you know what I need to do? I need one more frame where that hand is just normal. There we go. This arm, do the same thing. I don't know how fancy I'm going to go with it. This is your kind of angle, rotation angle, so you definitely want that on a place where it can make sense. What we can do is put that hand. There's things called pegs in Toon Boom here where you can actually put things underneath a hierarchy much better than I'm doing now. But right now, I don't think I need it. Got the arm, and we have the hand, and it's just fine. Okay. Okay, I need one more drawing of this where we don't have the glove on it, so I'll take that. All right, I'm going to give it a skeleton real quick. I'm going to extend this to about 40 just so we have some. So our full shot is going to be very quick once this is done, but it's probably going to be the first shot of the episode. All right. Sorry. And the other thing I like to do is make sound effects while I animate. So it's very important to me. And then sometimes I'll just talk in the voice of the character I'm animating. Like right now, it's Mr. Jingle Balls! Mr. Jingle Balls! Sorry, that was obnoxious. But Mr. Jingle Balls has a very annoying voice, intentionally. All right, we're going to rig up a skeleton on him. So we get a little bit of elbow to hand. We can make that Nope, 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 nope. Make that a little bigger. Make that a little bigger. Okay, so now we can get like a little bit of like actual arm. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start off. Jingle Balls is right arm off screen. Give it a keyframe for. So when you drag something like this, it'll always give it an automatic keyframe. But you can also click on that, and so it keyframes all the bones in this. So you got that. All that's keyframe. Good, good. So it comes in on frame 10. So I'm going to get it into position right where I want it to be on frame 10. And if we want, we can move its layer position. Right now it's underneath. Because I want the glove to go behind the hand and then over the hand. So what you would do there is right here, we're going to do another full keyframe on everything. I'm actually going to give it a little bit of a... So it kind of comes out. Yeah. I don't like that yet. That's not bad. So I animate at 12 frames a second, which is, you know, gives it, I think it's the lowest amount of frames per second you can go with it still being perceived as like motion. I think if you go to 8, it just doesn't really look like that. So it saves time in animation, and it's just given kind of a goofy aesthetic look that I kind of like for the show. There's a part of the animation that kind of looks not like kind of cheap. It's not cheap. It takes a long time to do this stuff, but sometimes I think it adds to the comedy. Just like South Park, it's like such terrible animation, but it's, I mean, it's not, it's great animation. It's just, it fits with the comedy, what they do. All right, so there we go. We have our first little, and this is going to be such a quick shot that I don't think I need to do much more other than like a background for it, which I was thinking kind of like a bat cave, so literally just a couple dark colors. We'll just give it a background real quick. Okay. So why don't we do, oops. Oh, I see I'm still, it's okay, I want this angled anyway. So we're just gonna give it like a, it's kind of like in the corner or something. Okay. BG1. Let's just go dark bat cave. Actually, that'll be the wall. And one more even darker for the floor. Alright, so your final shot would be pretty close in. Oh, I gotta. There we go. First one done. Maybe I'll give that other arm a little motion. Yeah. Have it come up to meet the other hand. And have it just drop a little bit. There we go. If we want a more smooth, we can smooth out all these keyframes here so it doesn't look so rigid. You can do it manually with like a little grid here. Or they have a button that'll just give it automatic like 30% ratio. So if you're in a time crunch and you don't want to do this kind of manually, if you just hit this little button here, it'll give it kind of a smoothing effect. I'll show you what that looks like with this arm. You know what? I don't like this keyframe here. It doesn't look natural. There we go. I like that. Okay, we're done with this shot. Shall we move? Do I just... Okay. Now, I'm thinking we could either go... All right, help me out. Anybody. Should I go utility belt or bandana? Or both? I'm also thinking a crossbow over the shoulder. Anyone? Well, might chicken. Sorry. Sorry. I have life things too. Well, we're going to move on to either utility belt or something else. And as my first time live streaming ever, I didn't really feel like doing this, but I wanted to meet y'all. Engage. Okay, one thing I'm going to do is put this whole thing into a peg, which is basically a hierarchy node that will make this whole scene a part of one thing, so I can actually glove shot one. I can adjust the whole scene as one unit. Okay. And we're done with this one. Now we're going to... Let's go utility belt. Mr. Jingle Balls. I think... Okay, starting on frame 40. I'm going to need to... I'm going to go with this hand, but I need to create a new drawing from it and get the glove on there. Ah, that's right, because he is... here. He's a boring. He's a boring work. All right. Well, this is some upcoming music we're going to debut at some point. This was one that I thought would be the best theme song for the packed lunch. Put it on in the background while I do this tedious work. Alrighty, let's continue. Ooh, ominous music. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna copy this hand over. Take that. To grab this hand and place it over the other hand. There we go. Now we have both hands the way I want them. Yeah, I guess I'm starting off with the most tedious stuff first, which is all the shots that I have to do the frame-by-frame animation with. You know what? I might also change the Jingle Ball's colors, because maybe he's already got his, like, bat suit on. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a go. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna make these glove. There we go. One. 2. All right. Just trying new things today, all around. Oh, wait. There we go. Yes. There we go. Now that's a ninja in the night. What's that jingling I hear? Now, when we get to his utility belt, he's gonna already be decked out. Make this as Batman-y as possible. Okay, we'll make him all dressed up. Alright, how do we go? Dark. Now we went the other way. There we go. Let's do legs. Actually, I'm gonna go the other way. Any questions, concerns? If you want to join our Discord, you can pop on and we can chat. It's a Lula Grande community on Discord. Alright. I know, this is very boring stuff. But I was hoping it wouldn't be boring. We could all talk. Alright, utility belt. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I need to. Yeah, I forgot. You have to make sure you make a new drawing on these things. Otherwise, screw yourself over. Okay, I'll do the shoes later. Actually, I kind of like that. He just has the hat and the shoes, not ninja style. This song was written by my bandmate Hiroki, who is the bassist of Hirobot. Alright. Utility belt time. Let's get a layer. Drawing. There's probably going to be one in behind and one in front. So we're just going to go. Oh, I know what else I need to do. Make sure So you have these two different modes, display and display all. And it doesn't make that much sense to me what it's for, but you have to make sure you connect things to the composite when you are in display all. That's where you do your rigging for pegs. Display is just for your drawing layers, I guess. So I'm going to do that again. Okay. Display. Okay. I'm going to get... We're going to make this as simple as possible right now, just for the sake of my sanity. Let's make that reminiscent of Batman. It's got like these random gadgets and stuff. The reason I chose these hand positions is because they're just very general, and I don't have to make it too complicated. This is by the 40s, so this one's going to be 80. You know what I can do here, actually, let's just take this layer, if I get that anchor point centered, and give it just like an effect of like, so we're going to start it here, and come out, so jingle balls. Comes to this position, starts back here. And sometimes I'll animate things slower, so I actually have like room to work with, and so I can speed it up later in editing, but then I at least have these frames. For the front. This I might have to do a little hand drawn. Details built too. This one goes in front. You know what we need to do? I'm going to take these out. So how we're going to do this, it's never easy, but extend to 80. I think I'm going to do utility belt stuff layer, and then, no, I'm not. I'm going to just do this frame by frame. Okay. So what I'm going to do is turn on our ghosting thing. So as these two things come together, more stuff appears on the belt. So let's just do like another radio gadget. Ball. Red ball. You see why I don't always name my stuff? It just takes forever to do everything. Okay. I'm not gonna go crazy here. But right here, I should get another gadget. I don't know. What would be a good gadget, friends? What's a good gadget? How about like a little mistletoe? Just in case. Just in case. A little mistletoe here. Mistletoe utility belt. What does mistletoe even look like? I don't even know what mistletoe looks like. This is like a little plant. Something like that. I don't know. Sure. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have this start coming into size with the other one. Alright, that should be good on the utility belt. Okay. Now, what I need to do is rid that. Yeah, that doesn't. Comes out of nowhere, that radio. Listen to. Okay. Now what we're going to do on the behind layer. Exposure to 57. So it can at least come back in. It's a little slow. Alright, we're going to finish up this belt, and then, whatever. I'm going to copy over the back of that belt onto the other layer. So we have this guy. We're going to do it underneath here. Actually, what we want is that not to come into view until about here. And I'm just going to use the eraser tool. Get rid of that middle. Eraser. Same thing. Actually, maybe tighten up a bit. Eraser. Okay, getting close. Alright, there we have it. Come out. I gotta probably add that radio in. It's a little jarring. Here's what we're gonna do. Right here. I'm gonna go ahead and add that radio behind on the bottom underneath. I think I'm gonna do the same with the mistletoe, which I actually need to still add a little color to that top. Okay, right here. Now we need to go behind. Copy and paste. Let's see if there we go. There we go. That's fully functioning now. Now we're going to add a little dot. Full utility belt shot. That come out a bit more. There we go. Now Jingle Balls has to come back into this position with his arms. Aren't we having fun yet? Aren't we having fun yet? Alright, I'm gonna need to. Oh, Jingle Balls. I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new layer there. New drawing. Let's go ahead and erase where that arm comes over. Same thing on the other one. Alright, that'll do. And we have finished our utility belt shot. I guess we can make it quicker. Take his arms away so you can see the utility belt in total Batman fashion. Alrighty, we have our first two. It's been an hour. Hey, it's not bad. 1 hour for 2 animation shots. Not bad. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up. Let's go with the... Yeah, we can do the bandana. That'll be quick. So on the same timeline, I'm just going to... I'll worry about that later. Okay. Just gonna reposition Mr. Jingle Balls so I can export all of it at one go. We're gonna give him a new hat, a black hat. Keep the balls red though. I'm just gonna have him put on his hat. Keep things simple. As I said, this sequence is quick. It's just... What we want is so the shot can at least avoid his eyes. Or we can't have the full Jingle Ball reveal until all the little small components come together. Curious, is anyone actually watching? I don't care. If it's boring as hell, I totally understand. I can actually do. Sort of. Screw it. We're just gonna do this. We're just swapping the arms. Just so the hands look more natural. I'm thinking the shot's probably gonna be up here, kind of like following the hat down, so I'm probably gonna just extend his arms unnaturally like a ridiculous amount, just so we can actually make the shot effective. These is gonna be super long arms. He looks so stupid bald. This bald little annoying ass elf. Alright. It's gonna be coming down. Almost. Are we riveted yet, people? All two viewers? Over here, seems a little unnatural. That's pretty good. Get his head like a little duck down. Oh, that's right. That's fine. His hands will come down, and he'll blink. Let's give him a little blink. Change the intensity of his eyes. It's a little too intense. Yes. A little more serious. Jingle Balls is not my best rigged character. I didn't realize how he was going to be making appearances every year. But he just always seems to keep coming back. Actually, just give this a shot a little more room. Okay. Tilly belt, hat. Well, this is quite quite an experiment. Live streaming animation. I'm wondering. Let's go to. Sorry, folks. Trying to keep this thing more interesting. Here's. It's good background. Alright, we're gonna definitely save. How about we go with a crossbow next? Well, or while we're here, why don't we do the black face paint? Yeah, we're gonna do this here. Move that layer up. Yeah, I'm gonna swap the arms back. Let's see. Okay, yeah, right? Or do I have it backwards? Yeah, that's right. Oh, ye boring. Boring animation. Okay. Maybe I could have him just do it with one arm. Yeah, let's try that. So we'll start here. In fact, we're gonna go come around this way. Let's see if we can get away with this. Let's see what that does. No, that'll work. I'm just gonna. So I get a middle position. Off. And then back down. Oh, no, we don't want that. Oops. The flaring arm. Okay. Remember, people, we don't have to be Disney level animators here to make things function. People like more the jokes and the characters, and they need pristineness. But of course, with AI, who knows? Everyone's gonna. There's gonna be no more animation anymore. Yeah, we're just gonna give him that this little under eye. Drawing. One. Alright, page 2. Let's put It makes no sense, like, why he's putting on this eye paint. It's for, like, football players to keep the sun out of their eyes, and he's doing this at night. Well, actually, this is supposed to be 1 and 2, so... Two. Are we excited yet? Is this the most riveting thing? I could work on that arm a little bit. It's just too fast. Do. Get some eye. There we go. But again, it might just be a little too quick. Alright, that's good enough. Utility belt, hat. One more blink here. Oop. Alrighty. Go ahead and save that. Alrighty. That should do it for now. Alright, next up. Let's do the... Alright. Well, for those of you watching, if you'd like to say hi, feel free to say hi. Okay, we're gonna do the crossbow. Alright. Which I need to draw a crossbow. And then I think after this crossbow, we will call this a day. So, anybody have any questions, concerns, thoughts, feelings, problems, issues? Feel free. Okay, we're gonna get a crossbow, then we'll call this a day. Wait a minute. Do I already have a crossbow? Oh. Okay. I feel like I've drawn a crossbow on him before. I don't know where that is. Okay. All right. Final point of the day. Then we can wrap this speech up. If you're going to do a crossbow... I feel like I should probably look at a picture of a crossbow before I just draw a crossbow. Right? That would be best practice. Alright, I'm not making anything that complicated. Something like that'll do fine. Okay, yeah. Okay. Cool. maybe like an arch here, then come to a point. Actually, don't like this. Remember our rule, everyone. We're not Disney animators. Let's not pretend to be. It would be cool, but let's be realistic. I'm not going to worry about like a quiver with arrows. This is just... Let's just make it happen. We don't need to go overboard. So when you can't color something, that means there is something that is... There's a gap somewhere. Find that gap. That can be painted. That can't. Ah! There's the gap. Right there. Alright. Maybe we'll do it. A little awkward, but it'll do. I'm just gonna make one more drawing called crossbow strap. And here is just gonna be I want it to be over. Because I want to see it, so maybe we'll just do it like that. A little curve. And then put that crossbow strap like that. I don't know if I like it. I'm not a fan. Plus, that looks better. Crossbow strap. We're gonna go more like this. Why is this the hardest part of the day? I didn't think this would be. Okay. There we go. Okay. That'll do. All right, we're almost done. So I just have to make this go from like this position Okay, very close to being done here. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to change. Alright, there we go. This song is how I feel when I animate. Bring it back into that other position. There we go. And that you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make this a bigger shot. Alright. So I'm going to scene, call this scene peg, just like we did with that other one. Utility belt, crossbow, and jingle balls. We're all going to go into this one scene. That way, things like everything will get adjusted. This right here, I want everything to come out. So I want them all to be pretty tight in shots. Alright, now what I'm going to do is just give all this animation a little bit of smoothing, and then we can call it an end of the day, end of the stream. Glad you all participated. Badass jingle balls. Soup. Yeah. All right. Our intro is done. Watch a little closer up, as if we were actually watching it. All right, that's it. We've done well. Goodbye, single viewer. We're calling this a day. Goodbye, chat. Thanks for participation. Goodbye. talk. Bye.